What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor and hit that sub button. Hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content that we have coming out. And with this video, we are jumping into Moon Knight issue number 9. If you have not been keeping up with everything going on with the Moon Knight series, go ahead, check out the link in my description, as well as the top of this video. It's gonna get you completely caught up on everything that has been going on with this series. And with Moon Knight issue number 9, we are jumping back into the action. This issue is going to be taking place after Devil's Reign. With Moon Knight back on the job, back working at the mission, he now has a new task. With people going missing, Moon Knight is on the case. Be sure to buy the comic, support the industry, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue number 9, we are picking up with Moon Knight being thrown out a window. On the 6th floor of this building, he is getting thrown straight out and onto the ground. But with him getting up and onto his feet, there is a shadow standing up in the window. Moon Knight swearing that he will come back, that he is coming back for whoever that is. And when he does, he will have a way to kill them. Now this mission, it started like any other mission. People going missing, so he had to go find them. And after escaping prison, after all of the dead ends with Zodiac, it felt really nice for him to get back into the action. Get back into working and doing the regular thing, helping people out with the mission, so on and so forth. Really, things are just turning back into normal, at least for the time being. And it didn't really require much detective work to find out where these people were going missing from. Every single one of them came from the same place. The 6th floor of an old apartment building. And at first glance, there's really nothing weird about this place. There's been no murders, there's been no cults, no dimensional drifts. But when you look at the building's blueprints, this apartment building only has 5 floors. The 6th floor, it was something different. It was a maze. It was a labyrinth. And this labyrinth was meant to keep people in. Once he made his way onto the 6th floor, he recognized that this is a trap. There was nothing in this place, finding nothing but halls. No water, no food, his body growing weak, nothing but endless corridors. That's when he knew. That's when he understood its purpose. This wasn't just a trap. This wasn't just a maze. This thing was alive. Assuming that this thing, it must have eaten him. Not sure if that's really the case, but he knows it wants something. Being able to catch glimpses of shadows throughout this place, every time he goes to chase them down, these shadows disappear. But when he was weak enough, exhausted enough, stretched to the limits both mentally and physically, that's when it tried to touch his mind. But when it tried to do that, when it tried grabbing hold of Moon Knight, that is when this thing, it began to scream, vomiting Moon Knight out. After he got out, after he escaped, he recognized that he had been stuck in there for 4 days. Of course, his therapist hadn't heard from him, and everyone was a little worried. Even Black Panther had called Tigra to try to figure out where he was. No one hearing from him, and especially knowing the damage that he can do, everyone's really keeping tabs on him. But the therapist, she's not reporting any of this to the Avengers. More than anything, as a professional, she was worried about her client, especially knowing his mental state, knowing everything that he has been through. Him going MIA for 4 days, that could be very dangerous. But she does have to ask one question. A question that he's probably not going to like. The question is, do you really think you can do this? Your midnight mission is gone. Your superhero antics, they may have saved some people, but it's also brought more violence into his neighborhood. Should you really be doing this superhero gig? Now, taking us to the home of the Sorcerer Supreme. Now, Doctor Strange being dead, Wong is home, and Moon Knight has come here to use their library. Going through all of the text, he needs to learn as much as he can about this apartment building, about this thing that is alive on the 6th floor. After doing some research, he comes back with people still inside, people's minds needing saving. This time he knows what he's dealing with. As he makes his way to the 6th floor, he begins to talk to it, letting it know that he knows this thing doesn't like him. It doesn't like what Moon Knight can do to it, the power that he has when it touches his brain. But Moon Knight also knows what this thing is. It is what is known as the House of Shadows, a living structure from beyond space and time. Mixing it up with Doctor Strange on many occasions, Doctor Strange had banished the House of Shadows. But with the death of Doctor Strange, it was given the opportunity to come out, and no one really is the wiser to it being here. But he also tells the House of Shadows, the last time they were here, he swore he would find a way to kill this building. And this time, he has brought an entire duffel bag full of explosives. And while he really does want to use these, or at least he could use these, he's beginning to understand the House of Shadows more, because they are similar in a lot of ways. Each of them, they keep returning, time and time again. He had thought at first that it was a maze, but this is a house. And houses, they want one specific thing. They want to be lived in. That's why this house, this place, keeps bringing people in. It keeps touching their minds and keeping them here. The House of Shadows, it needs people to live inside of it. Many people, they're not doing this willingly because it's weird, it's alien, it's unwelcoming. The house really doesn't fit in. The House of Shadows is unwanted. And this is something that Moon Knight, more than anybody, can truly understand. And so he comes with an offer. Let all of the people go and come with him. And him, everybody that he knows, they will keep coming back. They will give the House of Shadows a purpose. And he can offer the same thing that keeps Moon Knight going. A mission. Picking us up a little bit later outside the destruction of the old Moon Knight mission. The others really not sure why they're even here to begin with. Moon Knight has something to show them. And as they stand here looking at the wreckage, in an instant we see this building change. Completely restored. This is the House of Shadows. This is the brand new Midnight mission. And as they begin to go inside, there is a man in a hoodie. He is watching them. This man, the one who escaped from Ravencroft, Rutherford Winter. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. This was a relatively quick issue, but I did think it was a lot of fun. What we got to see is Moon Knight finding something that is as broken and unwanted as he is. But he's also recognizing and really starting to evolve and think that not everything needs to be destroyed. Just like the vampires, just like all of these other things in his life. The Fist of Khonshu taught him how to destroy. But now he is slowly beginning to learn that not everything needs to be destroyed. Moreover, he just got a huge partner. Now this guy reminds me a lot of Danny the Brick. The House of Shadows is a new concept to me, so I've never seen it before in comics. But really, it's just a living being, a living house. And now this house has taken over the Midnight Mission, which means there is never going to be someone breaking in and destroying this place again. That if someone enters this place that is unwanted, the house itself can trap them inside forever. We are seeing great character development when it comes to Moon Knight. You know, while he still has that crazy wild dog side that we saw in the Devil's Reign, he really is trying to become a better person. He is trying to become the hero that he knows he can be. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you truly enjoy the content that we have coming out, you can support our channel by donating using the super thanks button. If you can't do that, be sure to hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, hit the like button on this video, and until the next breakdown.